man. Sorry, I forgot to change one setting here. There we go. How's everyone today? Mad Mania, I see you. I hope you're in bed now. Car, St. Jolene, Galloway's just messing with you. Oh, yeah. Dino coming in with $5. Just got done kicking his own ass at the gym. Snow Goose coming in right away with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Mr. Goose. You guys know what to do. Drop that Snow Goose emoji in the chat. Got a gifted membership from him. Please say thank you. It's been a long 22 hours since the KvK map's open. It was an interesting Diplo conversation. I did not take part in much of it. Mad Mania led the charge for Earth Camp. My hat's off to him, much respect to him. I think he has been awake now for 42 straight hours, and hopefully he is in bed getting some sleep. As you know, we got dropped in a map with 1188 and 1316. Second KvK in a row with 1316 in the same map. There's the map, right? There are the teams. Got fire, earth, and wind. Excuse me, fire, earth, and water against Daybreak, Greenwood, and Wind Camp. So $11.88 and $13.16 are on the same team. I don't know quite how I feel about that. We know both of those are powerhouse kingdoms. The data displayed on the screen right now is just from the main alliances. If you look at just the power and kill points from the main alliances and the main alliances only, it looks to be a fairly even matchup. Power and kill points. That does not take into consideration, though, the number of farms that people use in KvK, the number of people that are registered for KvK. And if you look at this number right here, right here, we have 228 people in the KvK. I've seen screenshots from this KvK where there are some kingdoms with 550 plus players in this KvK map. But yet, someone in their infinite wisdom decided, let's just look at main alliance power. Okay, fine, whatever. Diplomacy was interesting. Neither Earth nor Fire agreed that Daybreak and Wind Camp should be on the same team. Right? Neither Earth or Fire felt that Daybreak and Wind Camp should be on the same team. So much so that Fire, for a period of almost 12 hours, said they were going to sit out the KvK. Our position at that point in time was, well, that's fine. If Fire sits out the KvK, 1029 is going to do their first ever farming KvK. We tried to get Greenwood to say, okay, let's do a 4 versus 2. Greenwood wanted no part of that. So it made no sense at that point in time for Earth Camp and Water Camp to try and 2 versus 3 win Greenwood and Daybreak. So at that point in time, it's like, you know what? You guys go, you have your fun. Later on, Fire came back to the table and said, okay, fine. If this is what you guys insist on, let's do it. So, I mean, I don't understand, because, and it's my understanding that Fire and Daybreak pre-allied right before the KvK map dropped. They said they were going to be allies. Then as soon as 1316 gets into this map and sees 1188 is here, they tell Fire to basically get bent, and they ally with 1188. So Fire's pissed off at 1316 for making an agreement, then backing out on it. So I don't know what's going to happen this KvK. We're not expecting a whole lot. We're going to try and make lemonade out of lemons and just go in and do our best. What does that mean for us? Does that mean that Earth Camp is going to go head on into 1188 in the first zone? Fuck no. We're not stupid. We're not stupid. 1188 can have this zone. We're not going in there. Our first fighting will be with Fire Camp when this area of the map opens here. You know, Fire and Earth will then take on Daybreak and Greenwood, and we'll have some fun. We're not in no way, shape, or form going to try and butt heads with 1188 with over double our kill points. It ain't gonna happen. 1316 is a very good kingdom. I mean, the thing that these numbers do not account for, right, is I would say that 1316 and 1188 have at least 50 to 60 players who max tech every KvK. Okay, so it's fine and dandy that the power and the kill points are about even. You got to look at the players too. You got to look at the age of the accounts too. You can't just say, oh, the numbers are even, it's a fair matchup. It's not. It's not. But again, I'm not here to bitch about that. I'm not here to complain about that. We're going to go in, we're going to have as much fun as we can, and we're going to play this game. At the end of the day, we don't play for wins or losses. We play to have fun. We play to be together. We play to enjoy this game together with the great people that are in 1029. I just wish we could have come to an agreement where 1188 and 1316 were on opposite sides of the matchup. You know, we got great kingdoms with us, don't get me wrong. I mean, 1568, 14 billion power, 1.2 trillion kill points. 1473, 13 million power, 1.2 trillion kill points. Right? So we've got some very excellent kingdoms that we are teamed up with, but the fact remains 1316 and 1188 are the best of the best of the A seeds. And they're on the same team. But what does that do for us? We've been the underdogs before. That just motivates us. You know, but again, we're not about to smash ourselves into an alliance that's got 5 times as many max crystal tech players and 400 more accounts in the game than we do. It ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. So we'll wait until a zone opens up that we can go in with our allies and we'll butt heads there. And if they don't like it, then I guess they should have done things differently. So that's where we sit. That's why I'm grumpy today, because diplomacy took a long, long time. You would think with 12 kingdoms in a 6-camp KvK, diplomacy would go a lot quicker. But it is what it is. Redline did not come here to have a farming KvK. Forza is not here to have farming KvKs. I am not here for farming KvKs. Have as much fun as we can. Not kill ourselves. Give it a good level of effort, and if things aren't going our way, get our 30 million kill points and bounce. Go into a pop-up sooner. On to the next pop sooner, right? Mad's here for farming KvKs. I'm not gonna bash Mad Mania today. He was pulling his hair out during this diplomacy. What's up, Cloud? I think a 4 versus 2 would have been much better. I think splitting up 1188, 1316 would have been much better, but it is what it is. We'll play I've said this, we use this all the time, right? We'll play the cards that we're dealt and go from there. We'll fight where we want, when we want, and as much or as little as we want. Period. The Greenwood, who's the 3rd camp in their coalition there, in their team, Greenwood didn't want that. Because quite frankly, if we could have got Greenwood on board to do a 4 versus 2, Daybreak and Wind, they have no say in it then, right? If Fire, Earth, Greenwood, and Wind and Water all said, okay, it's going to be a 4 versus 2, there's not a whole lot that Daybreak and Wind could have done about it, but Greenwood said no. So then when Fire Camp said it was threatening to sit out, they said, oh, okay, it can be a 3 versus 2. Earth, Greenwood, and Water versus Wind and Daybreak. How's that going to work? Right? When we get into this zone here, Wind is just going to come in and smash us, keep us out of Kingsland, and then you got 2 versus 2 in Kingsland. So it's like, come on, guys, be real here. Be real here. Let's think logically. From what I am told, Matt, whenever those 2 kingdoms are in a KvK together, they team up. That's what I'm told. I have no first-hand knowledge of this. This is all hearsay. We're going to go in, we're going to have as much fun as we can, we're going to do the best that we can. I am excited to fight with Forza again, excited to fight with Redline, excited to fight with the rest of the family here in 1029. Have a good time. And, if it means that I only am online for 12 to 14 hours a day instead of 16 to 20 hours a day, then so be it. I get a little bit of extra sleep. That's all. That's the story. Fake news. I reminded Forza twice about our duel. Let me send Forza a message. Forza car says you're scared of him. what's going on here. That rally is getting destroyed. Why is everyone fighting? I don't understand why you said naked archer rallies. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm happy for you, Matt. You know, we were thinking we'd get dropped in the second map, not the first, but I just want to really understand Lilith matchmaking, right? For Heroic Anthem, what's the first metric they're looking at? What counts the most? Is it power? Is it kill points? Is it activity? For Tides of War, what is the first metric they're looking at? What counts the most and greatest? Is it activity, kill points? You know, I want to fully understand that, because there seem to be some kingdoms out there who can manipulate matchmaking to get things in their favor, and then when we get to the diplomacy stage, they pretty much force their will down everybody's throats. You know, and then they only look at certain numbers to create the narrative of a fair and balanced KvK. I get it. I get it. Life ain't fair. Do not expect a video game to be fair. Go in, we are going to support our allies to the best of our ability, have as much fun as we possibly can, and not stress about it. Yep, you know, maybe it means we go into another KvK a lot quicker. We will see. We will definitely see. But you know, I guess the lowest point of that Diplo was when Fire Camp said that they plan to sit out. Because it's like, we're fucked. We're fucked then. You know, we've always said we don't do recovery KvKs, we don't do farming KvKs. But we're not about to send 1029 against 1188 and 1316 and expect any result other than getting scraped off the bottom of their fucking boots like a dead ant. And we're not going to feed kill points to these kingdoms. Don't we have the veto? No vetoes here. Had 1365 not gotten a no match found, they probably would have been in this map instead of us. But it is what it is. I just want some additional transparency on matchmaking and how it works so that I can understand it better. No, we can't refuse the KvK. I didn't see anywhere in the settings where we could refuse the KvK. I know they talked about that at one point in time, but it's not there. You know, the problem is not that we're a low AC kingdom with great players. The problem is they keep introducing kingdom after kingdom every 1.5 days. Very few of those kingdoms survive. Those dead kingdoms in that 3,300 to 3,800 range then that are coming into Season of Conquest, Season 5, are bumping kingdoms because our alliance is at 8.1 billion power. The kingdom is like 12 billion power. When we were D-seed, I think we were at 10 billion power. Right? So all those new kingdoms that die are coming into Season of Conquest as D-seed kingdoms, pushing every single other kingdom above them up to a bracket that puts them against other kingdoms that have more kill points and more power. But next time, give Nugget this kind of Diplo. Nugget would have got himself banned from the game for life. And I get it, right, Clap? You know, if we're not going to fight 1188 in that first zone. We're going to go in and we're going to fight 1316 in the Greenwood camp with fire when that zone opens. So 1188's not getting any free kills off of us. I mean, if the shoes were on the other foot, I would like to think that we would do everything in our power to make it a KvK that the majority of the kingdoms agreed with. You know, if we were the kingdom with the most power and the most kill points, yeah, it seems only right that we would then ally with the kingdom with the lowest power and the lowest kill points for the camp. Right? And oh well. Nugget coming in 15 months. Thank you for the 15 months, Nugget. Appreciate you. I mean, the days of players and kingdoms in this game, we just want to enjoy the game and have fights. We don't mind facing overwhelming odds. It's over. It's over. We have B seeds in this KvK, no C seed. You know, I think we get better fights in AC KvK, Shagla, but at the same time, you know, if we keep coming up against 1188s and 1316s in these KvKs, you know, I don't know that 1029 will fall apart, but there are going to be lots of these kingdoms that, if they keep popping up and have to fight 1188 or 1316 in a low AC KvK, they're going to dissolve. They're gonna dissolve. What's up, Warfare? Thank you, Bad Abdul. We'll see. We'll see. Time will tell how long this game itself survives. As long as these players in 1029 are here playing, I will be here with them. I told them today. You just find the post so I can read it word for word. It says, once again, due to matchmaking and shitty Diplo, we were asked by Loaf to make roses out of dog shit. We will play together, we will have fun, we will do what we do and enjoy it. Let the chips fall where they may, whatever happens, happens. I play for you guys these days, not because I love the game, but because I love you all. Let us show what 1029 can do. And regardless of our power, we should not be treated like the gum on the bottom of someone's shoe. Please note, Shitty Diplo is not in reference to anything Mad Mania did. He tried his hardest. Red line matchmaking curse now? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't even know what KvK we're watching here, guys. Should we go and watch your old friends in 2267 there, Warfare? I don't think they fought much last KvK. They should be fresh for this one, right? They're in wind camp. So for those that don't know, 2267, they were our allies in a Nano KvK. They didn't get many fights, so we spun the wheel in that KvK. That's how they got one of these stars. Last KvK, they were in the same camp as 3303 and 1316. So they got a star there as well. We see winners KvK 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 14. They got some good players here, some good people here. But I did call a bunch of them farmers on one of Plato's Farmer Fighter stream. So they don't like me very much because of that. So I like to give them shit. I had a 2267 farmer profile picture made by Electro King and sent it to them. They were not very happy. I know last KvK they did not want nothing to do with us. So I'm kind of curious to watch them, see if they are farmers or see if they're fighters here. Really haven't had a good KvK to spectate them and be the judge of that. One thing I miss about Rock, I miss the community I was part of. Still talk to most of my friends there, but it's not the same. Yeah, I'm sure it's different when you step away from the game and you're not having that daily interaction with people, but you're always welcome here, Dino. I think shortly after I ended the stream yesterday, I jumped into Diplo for a bit, just observed. You know, Mad Meanie and I were talking in the background with our allies in our camp on Discord, just kind of shooting the shit. I think I went to lay down about 8:30, 9 o'clock my time, but you know, Discord was ding, 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 ding. Couldn't fall asleep till probably 11. I think I woke up at 2:30. After work today, I think I got a 90-minute nap in. I'm exhausted, guys. It's not depression you hear in my voice. It's not anything like that. It's tired. It's sleep deprivation. What's up, Mr. Wicked? Thank you very much for the 10 spot. Appreciate you, sir. Oh, I'm fine, Uncle. I'm fine. I'm not in a bad mood. I'm a little grumpy, but that has more to do with work today. I'm just tired, man. You know, we see Apple. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he yells and screams and jumps around and dances when he's on 3 hours sleep. But I guess that's the advantage of being, 32, 33 years old. Fell asleep at 9, woke up at 1. That's a long sleep for you, Snow Goose. Not having, yeah, absolutely. Not having to deal with work is always a good thing. So the apartment that I work in, I've got a director. I report to him. He's got 2 managers under him. One manager was on vacation for 10 days a couple weeks back, so I had to cover for her. Another manager went on vacation last week, was supposed to be back on Tuesday. Extended that vacation through until this coming Monday. I have to cover for her, so it's like, just... I feel like I already do the job of 2 people. Then when someone goes on vacation and I have to cover for them and deal with all of their direct reports as well, along with my regular job, it's just mentally exhausting, man. Mentally exhausting. Car says I love a grumpy Lambo. Your KvK is top versus bottom, right, Car? You guys are gonna fight 1093 probably in Kingsland, maybe sooner. 1093 and whoever they put in the camp with them. Seriously. I don't understand how 1093 got another kingdom in their camp, but that is what it is. Are the other? I haven't even looked, Car. Are the other A seeds in that KvK, are they worth the shit? Let's just drop them in the KvK map and say, here, have fun. Some of them are pretty strong, the numbers. I mean, I don't trust numbers in this game anymore. Right? We know kill points can be manufactured. We know deads can be manufactured. Until I see someone fight, I don't know that I trust the numbers behind the name. I agree, Matt. 93 getting a camp mate is crazy. It's crazy. I mean, I guess the advantage 1960 has with no campmate is, there's no other kingdom to work with. right? These other camps that have 2, 3, 4 kingdoms in them, that requires a lot of back and forth communication. Whereas 1960, like, okay, we need MX to drop a fort over here. It's done in seconds. 93's got double your numbers, and yet they still get another kingdom. I tell you what does make sense, money. Let's start the conspiracy. Put your tinfoil hats on. Let's start the conspiracy rumors here. The matchmaking server got hacked. I'm joking, of course, but I mean, what kingdom was it that used to data mine all the commander leaks? Yep, the matchmaking server got hacked. Nah, I'm kidding. I was on Cortex's stream last night, and we'll continue the rumor that I saw there. Somebody said to Cortex that a goose gave him an extra long hug at the last meet and greet. So yeah, read between the lines. I don't know, Cortex, if you're out there, you got some explaining to do. Hugs are the new secret handshakes. I don't know. There's a normal friendship hug, and there's a extra long slipping the old hotel key in the pocket type of hug. No, I'm just kidding, a goose. I'm just kidding. We're just having fun. Oh, I'm gonna go to log on to my account tomorrow. You've been permanently banned. Apple raid coming soon? Oh, I do not have the energy. I do not have the energy. Good Lord. Good Lord. What is the power difference? Oh, let's look. Hang on. Sorry for the yawn. Let's look. I'll bring it up on Hero Scrolls here. But again, this is gonna show kingdom power, right? This is not gonna show domain power. Where are we here? Desktop. So 1093. 60. So 1960s at 30.7 billion power, 4.8 trillion kill points. 1093 has 4 billion less power, 1.1 trillion less kill points. But again, 1960s got a ton of Krakens. 1093 has got the numbers. I think they've got at least 2 full alliances now, plus a ton of farms. Apple is here. You know what we do when Apple gets here, right? And yeah, my stream is adults only, right? So boom, fucking boom, baby. For those of you that missed it, This is our KvK matchup. We are in Earth Camp. We are teamed with Fire and Water against Daybreak, which has 1316, Greenwood, and Wind Camp that has 1188. Yes, you heard it correctly. 1188 and 1316 are on the same team. From party pioneers to heavy metal. Damn right. Damn right. What's up, Yasin? Lapo, thank you for the raid, sir. Appreciate you. No, this is Duke Nukem right here. This is Duke Nukem.
You're an inspiration for bird control.
That's from Duke Nukem. If you guys are not already subscribed to Mr. Apocalypse Gaming, we'll put a link to his channel in the chat here. Be sure and head over there and subscribe. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he maintains such high energy all the time. He's got to be on drugs. I'm just happy that the New Zealand police have not raided his house for illegal substances, because they wouldn't find any. But yeah. All they would find is coffee and tea and energy drinks. And Queen standing behind him with a frying pan saying, "You better keep streaming." Lambo carry Omniarch to victory. Is one of these Omniarch 1568, I think, might be Omniarch's Kingdom. You know what? If I see him out there fighting more than once, I will send him a personal message. Well, I mean, if you look at the numbers, of the top alliances only, and that's what these numbers are, top alliances only in each kingdom, power and kill points, it seems to be a semi-fair matchup, right? But if you know these kingdoms, you know 1316 has at least 50 players that are going to max Crystal Tech. 50 players that I would say are VIP 1819. They're one of the top Osiris leagues in the game, Osiris teams in the game, and you can't do that without at least 30 players who have the best of the best. 1188, same thing. I have heard rumors that 1188 pays for their allies to max Crystal Tech and KvKs. Again, that's just what I heard. I have no proof of that. But I mean, you can't just look at numbers in a KvK like this. You have to look at the players also. You know, and you can't just look at numbers of the top alliance in the game. I mean, there was a lot of Diplo last night, a lot of Diplo. And, people were asking for screenshots of this screen. This one right here. Right? We have 228 players registered in the KvK. So we have 228 CH25s. When I saw screenshots from some of these kingdoms, they've got, 557, 570, 530 slots of 600 filled. Meaning they've got 300 farms that can potentially fill flags and fill rallies in this KvK. This 228 for us, this represents all our main accounts and all our City Hall 25 farms. All of them. And some of those City Hall 25 farms are in the cloud. Okay, cloud accounts, 0 slots. Okay, good. But like, this is a Rogue Alliance. These are farmers here, guaranteed. These are farmers here, guaranteed. Little peak. I mean, all of these are farmers. So, I don't know.
It's not much, but we'll buy one pop-up. Good luck.
Appreciate you, Big Daddy. Appreciate you. I mean, there's a lot of things to consider when matchmaking is done, not just, oh, look at these numbers. These numbers appear to be equal. Let's roll with it. Ally confirmed, yeah. This is the, right, fire, earth, and water against Daybreak, Greenwood, and Wind. You know, we tried to get 1188 and 1316 to do a 4 versus 2 as well. Of course, they wanted no part of that. But Greenwood would not accept a 4 versus 2 either. Because if we could have flipped Greenwood to do a 4 versus 2, then Daybreak and Windcamp, they pretty much have no say in it. So, I mean, the first zone we could potentially fight in is this zone right here. The zone in between Earth and Wind, right? But we're not stupid. We're not going to take our 15 billion power and 920 billion kill points against 21 billion power and 1.7 trillion kill points. So we're staying out of that zone. We're not even going to go in there and fight Windcamp. Our first fights will be when the zone opens, and it will be fire and earth then against Daybreak and Greenwood. And we'll go have fun there. I guarantee you I'll get 30 million kills there. So, here's what it is. Correct. 1316 and 1188 have allied Hasta. You are 100% correct there. So, before the map even came out, 1568 and 1316 have a very good relationship, right? They did a lot of practice, I'm told anyway, by players in 1568. They did a lot of practice arcs against each other. And they said, hey, if we're in the same map, let's ally. So they kind of had a handshake deal before the map was even released. Once the map came out and 1316 and 1188 saw they were in the same KvK map, you know, Daybreak pretty much said, okay, fuck you, Fire, we're going to ally with Windcamp. You know, to their credit, I guess, they pulled in Greenwood. But I don't know. We offered to do Earth, Wind, and Water versus Fire, Day, and Green. We offered to do Earth, Fire, and Day against Wind, Water, and Green. At the end of the day, after like 6 or 8 hours, 1316, 1188, and maybe they were asleep, they just stopped talking. You know, at one point, 1568 had said, well, if it's 1316 and 1188, if they're insistent upon teaming up with each other, thank you for the subscription, then we're going to sit it out. So after about 12 hours of them saying we're going to sit it out, finally they were convinced, or they decided that their bluff wasn't working. I don't know if they were bluffing or if somebody convinced them to come back to the table, and it's now Fire, Earth, and Water. So we're going to make the best of it. We're going to go in. We're going to do our best. We're going to support our allies as best that we can, and do what we can and have fun. You know, and the community can decide. You know, if I know a lot of people have come here and said, "Oh, that's 1316. They only take easy KvKs. They Diplo their wins." Those words are not coming out of my mouth. Those are words that other people said in chat. So the community can be the judge there. They all got red line to hard carry. I mean, there was a period of time there where when Fire said that they were going to sit out, where it's like, okay, well, we cannot do this 2 camps versus 3. It just ain't going to happen. So it's like Mad Mania, to his credit, he did Diplo for 16 straight hours. You know, but we were trying to prepare the team for a possibility of us doing a farming KvK, which would have been the first ever. We don't do farming KvK. You know, and to the credit of the players in 1029, they're all like, hey, it's all good. We know you guys are doing your best in Diplo here. This is a bad situation. We will follow your lead. If you tell us we're doing a farming KvK, we will push on her like nobody's business. You know, if you tell us to fight, we're there. We'll go in and we'll fight. You know, I don't think when we're preparing people for the fact that it might be a farming KvK, I don't think one person came back and said, fuck you, fuck this, y'all fucked up, I'm leaving if it's a farming KvK. And that just shows you the kind of character players that we have in 1029 and the faith that they put in the leadership team here to make a decision that's in the best interest of the king. Why a farming KvK? Because you must have missed it, Ray, but there was a point in time where Fire had said if 1316 and 1188 team up, they're sitting out the KvK. So how would there have been a fair KvK at that point in time? Right? If Fire sat out the KvK, that would have left Earth and Water and Greenwood. If Greenwood even would have flipped, because Greenwood, Daybreak, and Wind are all on the same side. If Greenwood even would have flipped to do a 3 versus 2, and based on the map, our camp would have then got locked out in this first zone. There's no possible way on the face of the earth. And Greenwood may have very easily been locked out of their zone as well. So what, it would have been 2 versus 1 in Kingsland, 2 versus 2 in Kingsland? That makes no sense. So if Fire had opted to sit out this KvK, then yeah, we would have done a farming KvK, period. You know, I mean, here's the issue. Here's the issue, right? And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And damn it, why that is moving. Sorry, let me just move this back to where it was. Here's the issue. And why is it grabbing the wrong freaking window? While power and kill points, while the numbers look similar, I guarantee you the quality of players in 1316 and 1188 are better than any other kingdom in here. I mean, these are kingdoms that have played with and stood up against the big boys in the game, the 1960s, 1465, etc. Right? So, you know, it is what it is. 1188 was overrated in your last KvK. I hear they have an insane downtime, and hopefully we can take advantage of that. But we will see. We will see. But the uptime is deadly. Yeah. I mean, these are two kingdoms that I guarantee you have at least, and I'll be conservative here, at least 30 players that are maxing tech as quickly as possible in KvK, every KvK. You know, we've got maybe 10, which is more than average for an AC kingdom. we really didn't get to see 13-16 at their strongest last KvK. Because they pretty much annihilated the water camp immediately when that zone opened. Yep, that's it, George. We're not going into Zone 4, or we're not going into Zone 5. We're not taking on 1188 by ourselves. We will wait until the zone's open where us and Fire can go against Daybreak and Greenwood. It's just how it is. I mean, we've got no shot. Just being real here, we've got no shot against 1188. None. Drop a like. Let's make Lambo a bit less grumpy. The extra strength Tylenol is kicking in, so the headache's going away. You know, we were completely fine, and we think it would have been. We were completely fine with Earth, Wind, and Water. We were completely fine with Earth, Fire, and Daybreak. The problem there is, you know, there's a possibility then that the big kingdoms, 1188 and 1316, one or the other, did not have fights until the subsequent zones opened up, and I understand that they want fights too. As I understand it, a normal Storm of Stratagems map is Fire and Wind and Greenwood against Daybreak and Earth and Water, but so that everyone gets fights in their starting zones, and I get that. But again, the discrepancy in power between Earth and Wind Camp, the discrepancy in quality of players between Earth and Wind Camp. I mean, 1188's got at least 30 players like Forza and Redline. We've got Forza Redline, we've got maybe 5 or 6 of that quality. It wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work. Move your camera a bit to the left to avoid the unicorn. Victor, you've been here before, huh? Here, how about we just do this? Is that better? So, I mean, it is what it is, guys. Some things you just don't have control of. Like I said earlier, before Apple was so kind enough to raid me, the thing that I would like is transparency in matchmaking. I want to know and I want to understand if we register for Heroic Anthem. Is it looking at power and then activity and then kill points? If we register for Tides of War, is it looking at activity and then kill points and then power? Right? I have been told in the past that different KvK maps look at different metrics in the order and prioritize different metrics like that. I just want some transparency there from the company themselves. Right? Because there are clearly kingdoms out there that know the algorithm. You know, that go inactive the entire off season so that they can register and get a better matchup. We don't do that. We don't hide our power. We don't take off armaments. We don't take off equipment. We don't reset talent trees. We don't do any of that sneaky shit in an effort to get a favorable matchup. And I'm not one of those players that's like, oh, if you can't beat them, join them. You know, that's not who we are. That's the Mad Mania. That's the Mad Mania emoji. Yes, you are correct, Classified. I just want to understand it so I can understand it, right? And Apple, maybe that's something you can ask Mad Phantom about. I think you're on better terms with Mad Phantom than I am. At one point in time, I was told he had the KvK formulas. He is a direct line to the developers, as I understand it. But, we're going to do our best to make lemonade out of lemons, to turn the shit pile into roses. We've got some very good, very active, very solid allies in 1568, 3159, 1473, 2676. And we've got one of the best BC kingdoms, in my opinion, in the game here. In 2687 in the camp with us at 301 billion kill points. We're going to do our best. We're going to go in, we're going to have fun, we're going to fight as a team, we're going to fight together. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We will smash, and then everyone will say, "You see, the allies were fair." And I'll be honest here, right? I do not know how many max tech crystal players 1568 has or 1473, but based on what I've seen from 1316 and 1188 and prior, we'll call them super big boy KvKs. They're both extremely good, well-managed kingdoms. Good night, Hells. There was a period of time where I was thinking, okay, well, shit, if this is a farming KvK, I'm gonna go for that Zenith skin. But that thought was short-lived. Yeah, and Storm of Stratagems kind of got fucked. I think there were 27 kingdoms that registered for Storm of Stratagems that got no match found. Including 1365. If 1365 got a match found in this, right? They should be in this KvK format instead of us. They should be in this KvK map instead of us. In any case, like I said, we're gonna do our best. That's the 2 paragraphs that we got from the devs. Just depends who registers. Yeah, and that that's kind of an issue, low stakes slogan. I think there are kingdoms who know the formula and abuse the formula. And sometimes those kingdoms have that inside information. If all kingdoms are not working on the same level and have the same information, we'll never be able to see what I would consider fair matchmaking matchups. I'm not saying ours isn't fair. Diplomacy was fucking stupid and crazy. Is it true Raswell war lead? He's offered. He's offered. You know, that's the nice thing about 1029. Is we have many players here who came from leadership positions in other kingdoms who I would feel very confident in just, you know, if one of our other R4s needs a break, and bumping them up and saying, okay, this, you know, we need your help here. Raz is one of those players. Obviously Forza, Apo, Queen, you know, they've all done it before elsewhere. Hawkeye, Ballsy, Stitch, Redline, Uhtred, Animal, Winnie. Hell, we've made Nugget R4 from time to time. Right? Shadow of Moon, Rogue Aussie has been in leadership before. It's easy. And we've got a good 30 players here that I would say could step up at any point in time if one of our R4s need a break. You know, during KvK, we rotate R5, Snow Goose, Captain, Thunder, myself, Choco Guinness, Mad Mania, of course. You know, Forza will have R5 periodically so that they don't imprison him. You know, we'll do the same for Redline, right? Nugget Risky R4. I think he was garrisoning a flag in the night shift. You know, we wanted him to be able to change captains if he needed to, get that warlord, you know, in combination with general, that type of thing. Yeah, oh, Nugget hates being R4. He hates it. He hates it. If I bump him to R4, I will get a message on Discord very quickly. What the hell are you doing? Somebody's probably sending me a message all pissed off about something I said, but frankly, I don't care, guys. You know, Nugget, you know, I'll be honest. Back when I was in 1052, I didn't like Nugget. But I didn't understand Nugget and his sense of humor at that time. You know, now that I know the man, I know his, no matter what comes out of his mouth, he is a person who is always here for the kingdom and for the players in the kingdom. No matter what he says, no matter how many times he's chat banned in Lost Kingdom chat, no matter what the bugle he buys says at the top of the screen, he is always here for the rest of the players here. You know, he says things just to get people riled up. And if you just take those comments with a grain of salt and have a little bit of thick skin and you're not a Nancy, I mean, you can say anything about me you want. I really don't care. I'm 50, what year is it, 2025? Okay, I'm 54 years old. I cannot spend my days, the remaining days I have on this earth worrying about what some random person in an internet game thinks about me. You know, if you spend your entire time on this planet trying to impress other people, make sure that other people have a good opinion about you, you're going to kill yourself trying. Because it's never going to happen. Be yourself. If people don't like you for who you are, screw them. I mean, not literally, but, you know, screw them. I pull up to a nice restaurant with my wife in my 2005 Tahoe that's got a rusty bumper. You know, parked next to, you know, a 2005 BMW. Across the parking lot there might be a Porsche. You know, people look at me like I'm fucking crazy. I don't care. At the end of the day, you're driving a BMW, you're driving a Porsche, you're probably $100,000, $200,000 in debt with a mortgage you can't afford, with 3 car payments you can't afford, but you have to get the latest and greatest because other people's opinions matter to you. My cars are paid off. My house is paid off. Okay, who's the richer person now? So 9 times out of 10, people like that are just not happy with themselves. And they let opinions of others matter. Like all these TikTokers, right? Oh, I've got 50,000 followers. I've got, 1 million followers. I don't fucking care. You're shaking your boobs on TikTok. That's not something I would ever want my wife doing. So, yeah, just if you're secure enough with yourself and you can walk into the bathroom or wherever you have a mirror in your house, look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I'm a good person. That's all that matters. Apple, put it in your wish list. What is it? Wait, hang on. Do I need to make a wish list? Where's Hitachi? Hang on. Do I need to make a wish list? Hitachi, are you here? I need a 32-inch LG OLED monitor. I need a 5090 graphics card, some DDR5 RAM, and the latest and greatest AMD processor and motherboard. Okay, donations can be made at the link in the description. It goes direct to my PayPal. Just make sure donations stay under $10,000, otherwise they're flagged for the IRS. While you are at it, my next door neighbor, my brother-in-law, he's got a pool. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a pool. I could just soak in the pool from time to time. No, I'm kidding, of course. I do YouTube for fun. This is not a full-time gig for me. If I can make a few bucks here and there to supplement some of the bundles in the game. Did you want a beer fridge in the pool? No, it would have problems in the wintertime. I mean, I guess if we want to go all out, right, we could extend the house back and do an indoor pool. Maybe a 3 Seasons porch with a nice big barbecue grill. Pools suck to maintain. Yeah, that's what I got kids for. We must fund Lambo's 6th Archer March. What would I even do for 6 Archer Marches? Right? Let's think about that, right? If we were to run 6 Archer Marches, what would they be? So we've got Ash YSG. We've got ZL Herman. We've got Philip Shajar. That's archers, right? Everything I have on here is archers. What would we do? What's another one? Henry Henry Nebu. Right, Henry Nebu. And then we could do maybe what's an older one? Legendary archers. I got it. And then we do Ram. Cyrus, right? And then the last Archer March would be an oldie but a goodie, Artie Tommy. I think we'd leave Boudica out. Maybe Boudica Cyrus instead of Ram Cyrus. Artie Tommy, I always liked that march. I mean, the problem with 6 Archer marches, right, is I've only got gear for 3. 1, 2, 3. All the gear, all the gear though, it's special talented. We would just need to get some gold armaments on here. Hospitals don't have enough capacity to be able to run 6 Archer marches. Hey, I still like my archers, all right? I still like my archers, all right? But no, I mean, this KvK, we plan to go into this KvK, and we will be running we've got Ash YSG, CL Herman, ByQ William Wallace, Lucci CJ. This could be Lucci Alex as well. It depends if they're back and forth ball fights. We'll bring Alex in instead of CJ. If I'm slamming into the murder ball and I'm sad facing marches, then it's going to be Lucci CJ. Got HQ Belly. We have got Arthur William. And we're going to give another crack to Philip Shajar. But we can always bring out the Nevsky Joan. We can do Herman Tommy when I've got Ash or ZL rallying. We've got Ragnar Scipio. We can do Arthur Phillip if we want to bring Arthur Phillip onto the field. And then we could do Gajimata and Gonzalo. Yes, Car, Bert's expertise. Give me just a second. I'm going to step away. We're going to use the bathroom. I will be right back. Okay. Arthur Burt Bench William? Really? Really? Interesting. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we'll look at the desktop here, right? I'm kind of OCD. So the only commanders that I don't have expertise are this new archer guy. All the cavalry are done. We do not have Tokugawa expertise. Charlemagne, Freddy, Lapu, Lubu, Old Ragnar, Wu Zetian, John Hyundai, and Stephen III. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're working on Lapu in the dailies at 5542. Then we'll circle back and get this archer guy. Lambo, do it. Yeah, what do I get if everyone is expertise? Is there some special badge or avatar frame or something? Right? You should get something. You get a high five from Lilith? Yeah, they'll send me a 2026 calendar, right? I mean, here's the equipment I have. I track everything. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets where all the equipment is crit. We've got special talents on the dagger, the Ring of Doom, the Horn of Fury for archers, crit war drums. Our third archer march is all crit. Our third cavalry march, not the greatest. Our third, I think that's wrong. That's wrong. We've got we've got Eternal Night on here now instead of Kurok's Humility. Our third infantry set, again, needs some improvement. Our engineering set is all purple. Our fourth, this is the Zoom set right here. That's the Zoom set. Stop making me want to max Burt. Since he's been reworked, there's great synergy with Arthur. We'll give it a shot. Give it a shot. I will forget though, because I'm very tired, so let's change that now. What do you say? That's this march here. Where are you, big guy? My 5551 William is crying. So this MGE is calves though, right? Am I not mistaken? Oh no, it's infantry. We just had calves. My bad. So I think I was getting 11th through 15th for Tokugawa, so I gave my spot to somebody else who still needs an unlock. 10 goldies is not going to help me that much, and I'm saving goldies for archers when they come out anyway. I mean, the rate at which they are pumping out commanders in these daily chests is just insane. You know, we're going to do Lapu Lapu. Then we'll circle back, we'll get him. And I think I'm just going to skip Freddy and Ragnar in here. I'm never going to use them. And eventually they will come in gold keys. ZL before Bert, absolutely. I'm really tempted to do Lapu Lapu though for KvK, but if our first fights are going to be against 13-16, then I probably won't find myself off territory too often. At least not at 129 million power. Here's the Zoom March, and here's a little Ark of Osiris tip, right? I will watch other streamers who are playing Ark of Osiris that wait until that timer gets down to 0 before they dispatch their marches. You can click on the map, you can select your march, you can be right here, and you'll see the timer at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, march. Right? I see too many streamers out there that are sitting on this screen here waiting for the clock to hit 0. Then they go in here, you know, then they select their march, or they don't even have the commanders set up on a preset, and it's such wasted time. Those 2 or 3 seconds right at the start, those are huge, absolutely huge. And what I do for Ark, even when we play Ark of Osiris, right, is I know that I am not going to use my ZL Herman in the open field, because I use ZL in my rallies. So I will set this first march to be my speed march, or Ash, I mean. I will not use Ash YSG in the open field, because I've got Ash for rallies. So I will set this first march to be my speed march, and then I will just select all, and I'll send out the first 5 marches. Bingo, bango, bongo. One click, I'm done. But yeah, give it a shot next time. You know, when that timer hits 10 seconds or whenever, click that march button. Select that first march that you're going to send out, or, you know, multi-select your marches, whatever you got to do. And once that timer hits 0, you got to wait like a half a second. After it hits 0, then boom, march. Experiment with Curious CJ is the 3rd. Seriously, wow. You have, they got museum buffs, right? Ross does anyway. Yeah, 30% defense, 10% skill damage. Hey, let me know how it works. I've got those done too, so let me know how it works. Every time I've tried to use Ross on the open field, it's been absolute, utter disappointment. BQ, CJ, LC, Alex, Scipio, Ragnar. No Wallace in there? You don't have Wallace done? What do you think about my plans to use Lucci, CJ, and BQ Wallace? Skipped Braveheart. I mean, I just feel like these two pair well together. You know, and it's very easy then to flip Alex in here. You know, if we're having murder ball fights where it's back and forth in the same spot, then I want Alex in here instead of CJ. Because he's got that instant skill deal. We'll see. We'll see. Again, this KvK will be an interesting one. Not a lot of people expertise CJ, so when they changed the skills on him, people were scrambling. What's up, Swizz? So what do we got? 640. I really didn't have many plans for this stream. Just kind of wanted to go over matchmaking, touch base with you guys. There was a KvK I used CJ way back when. You know, he's a Korean commander, right? And Bulgogi, who used to play here, was our commander guy. He said, oh yeah, CJ's gonna be great. So I expertised him way back when. Yep, Scipios, yep, I think, if I remember correctly, that's what I ran. Nuggets running BQCJ himself. So what other commanders are there, though, that they could rework? I mean, Hannibal, right? I mean, who uses Hannibal at all? You know, I've got him with the, I forget what this formation is even called, staggered formation, right? Just because of his troop capacity for reinforcing flags or setting to rallies. Banana Man? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Edward YSG used to be the shit. Mandatory, that's an option. I would get the Delanes first. I mean, the Delane's amulet is always 5% less counterattack, whereas the Silent Trial, I guess 10, 13 rage, but in the overall grand scheme of things, the 13 rage is, yeah, I would get Delane's first. Delane's is generally easier to get to. You're going to find more of those fragments, whereas the Silent Trial pops up, you know, 1 out of every 6 to 8 barb camps you hit. Edward Tommy. I didn't have Tommy then, so I can't say firsthand if that was broken or not. I just know Edward YSG used to give me some outstanding freaking reports back in KvK 2, even KvK 3. You know, I think we ran YSG El Cid. It was our first ever Archer March. Maybe I ran El Cid primary because of his march speed. I can't remember. And then it was Edward YSG, then it was Ram YSG. I wouldn't mind seeing Edward get a rework. That's a very good suggestion there, Swizz. Yoga Ram. Appreciate the subscription. Thank you very much, Atia. Yeah, and that reminds me too, right? If you have not done so yet, just click that subscribe button, hit that like button for me as well. I completely appreciate it. We're not a big content creator. We have a small community here. This is not my full-time job. We just like to hang out and have fun and shoot the shit. I don't know. What's her name? The Cav Garrison lady. Not Yadwiga, but what's her name? So many commanders and I'm so tired I can't forget. I'm forgetting. Eleanor, right? Eleanor Hera in Arco Osiris. That's a freaking monster. Everyone uses Eleanor Hera. And I get it, right? It's easy to slap in a rally. Pop is Garrison if you take the structure. How did Ally go, Storm Boy? Here's the matchup, right? It is Fire, Earth, and Water against Greenwood Daybreak, which includes 1316, and Wind Camp, which includes 1188. So less than ideal, but we're going to make the most of it. Possibly two of the best AC kingdoms in the game are in our enemies' camps. What was the ideal ally situation for us? I mean, this is a hard KvK matchup. Everyone wants fights, I get that. Normally in Storm of Stratagems, it's Fire, Greenwood, and Wind versus Daybreak, Earth, and Water. But that would have probably kept us out of Kingsland, because Wind Camp has 1188, which is crazy insane good. So ideally for us, it would have been Earth, Wind, and Water, or Earth, Fire, and Daybreak. I think ideally splitting up 1316 and 1188 would have been preferential for us. But we're going to go in, we're going to have fun, we're going to make the most of it, and we'll do what we do. The ideal would have been not to get this matchup. Well, you know. We're not going into the first zone, Swizz. We're not going into that zone. Not at all. Nope. Our first fights will be in this zone here, I think. When it opens, and us and Fire will then face Daybreak and Greenwood. Nope, we're not fighting Wind Camp directly. I mean, just look at the power, right? Us with 15 billion power, them with 21 billion power. And that's just the power in the main alliances, not including their farm alliances that they, I'm sure, would use to fill flags and fill rallies. Our kill points at 920 billion. Theirs at 1.7 trillion. Yeah, we're not fighting them in that zone. What's up, Gumbo? 1473 and 1568. Their numbers are very, very good. The thing everyone forgets, though, too, right, is there are numbers that look even. These are simply the main alliances in each kingdom. Okay, those are just the main alliances in each kingdom. When you look at this here, we have 228 players registered for this KvK. Good night, Car. Thank you for your help today. Okay, 1029 has 228 players registered for this KvK. Our allies in the 2687, they have about the same. So we have 500 total players in our camp that are registered for this KvK. That includes mains and farms. Some of these other kingdoms shared that same screen, and they've got 557, 530. Some of these other single kingdoms in these camps have more players than both of the kingdoms in our camp do registered. Okay, so we can't forget that. That and, you know, kingdoms like 1316, 1188, they've probably got a good, conservatively, 30 to 50 players that are going to max Crystal Tech every KvK. 1029 has maybe 10 or 12. Or Gumbo is in 1568. So we're very happy that we have 1568 and 1473 as allies. Don't get me wrong. We're going to have some fun with them. We're going to support them in whatever way we possibly can, whatever way they need us to. And we're going to do our best. And at the end of the day, that's all we can do. Yeah, Gumbo's saying his kingdom is 577 registered accounts. That's more than both the kingdoms in Earth Camp do combined. Sounds cute, Gumbo and Lambo together. I'm not going to ban you, Victor. I'm not going to ban you. I mean, 1473, it looks like they're kind of a powerhouse as well, right? 1473 at 13 billion power and 1.2 trillion kill points. So if we're going just by the numbers alone, yeah, it appears to be a fair matchup. But when you look behind the numbers, you know, I'd be curious to know how many players of those 150 main accounts that are in 1568 are maxing Crystal Tech immediately, buying all the pops. Sorry, frog in my throat. Buying all the pop-ups. How many players in 1473 are doing the same? We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, we're going to give it our best. And at the end of the day, that's all anyone can ask from us, is to go in, give it our best, try our hardest, and we're going to have fun doing it. Greenwood, right? Greenwood is 2774. Enemy's got 2774. That's a huge debuff. We beat them in the last two KvKs, and they had 606 and 875. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna have fun. Yeah, I mean, if Victor, if there's an opportunity and 1188 is offline and there's some easy targets, yeah, there's a chance we could go into that zone and have some fun. George says, I'm a fan. Sorry, it looks fair to me. Based on just those numbers, yes, it looks like a fair matchup. Based on just those numbers, I would agree, George. You got to look behind the numbers. We'll see. We'll see. You know, and I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know 1568. I don't know 3159. I don't know 1473, 2676. I don't know many of these other kingdoms. They are probably in KvKs that I've spectated at one point or another, and it just isn't clicking. It isn't registering with me. You know, I know 1316. I know 1188. I know how they fight. I know they are some monsters. We can't expect Lilith to start counting farms now too. In the same respect, I mean, I hear what you're saying, right? I hear what you're saying. But if you have, and where the hell is it? Right? If you have two kingdoms in a camp that only have 500 registered slots total, and you have other kingdoms in other camps alone that have 500, there's a discrepancy there. So us and our allies have 500 total between the two of us. There are single kingdoms in these other camps that have 500 or more registered in that kingdom alone. That in and of itself is a huge difference in number of players for those camps that can be online at any given time. That is my understanding, Swizz, is that the Fire Camp and the Daybreak Camp have had a very good relationship in the past. And there was talk between the two that if they were in the same stratagems that they would be allies. And once 1188 popped up in this KvK, they kind of gave a middle finger to Fire Camp and went with 1188 instead. That's what I'm told. 1029 becoming Imperium. I don't know, Gosu. We're going to really have to have a serious discussion after this KvK as to what we want to do. I don't know that Imperium is the way, but if we're going to continue getting 1188s and 1316s in our matchups, we may need to look at adding some players to the kingdom. And I'm not talking high power Forza Redline type players. I'm talking, role players, just so we have more numbers. People in that 70 to 90 million range that are perfectly content staying at 70 to 90 million power. So after this KvK, that is going to be a discussion that we have. Players like Forza, who's at 170 million power. He really only counts as 150 million power during matchmaking. So we either we got to add 5 really big players, at that 200 to 700 million range that are going to go ham every KvK that only count as 150 million power currently. Or we may need to look at adding 10 to 15 players in that 70 to 90 million so that we have more numbers on the field. So those are all things to think about, all things to discuss after this KvK. Or we just trim the fat and we all get down in that 90 to 100 million range and use T4s instead of T5s. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is here. The problem, as I see it, and I will be quite frank and quite honest. And let's look at this kingdom. This kingdom is 20 hours old. Let's look at this kingdom. They are 2 days old. 2 days, 11 hours old. On average, we are seeing a new kingdom be created in this game every 1.5 days. Typically, I would estimate 75% of these kingdoms fail. And those players quit the game and they migrate to the Rising Star Kingdom in their continent or another kingdom close to their age. And the problem then is these kingdoms that do fail are entering Season of Conquest 5, KvK 5, and they are all coming in as very low, very low C and DC kingdoms. Thank you, Redline. Appreciate you, sir. You guys should all know Redline. If you don't, we're dropping a link to his channel here in the chat. He is a part-time streamer just like me. So we're adding new kingdoms that ultimately 75% of are failing, that are coming into KvK 5 as a D seed or a very low C seed kingdom. Dead kingdom. And that is pushing kingdoms up in the seeds and, face it, better kingdoms. I mean, previously when we were a DC kingdom, we were at like 9-10 billion power total. We're at 12 billion power now, and we're an AC kingdom. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Mr. George. Mr. George said, what you need is low power players to fill. Would love to join with my farm at 30 million just to be a filler. So yeah, I mean, we're that's my mindset right now. I think Thunder, who's an R4, who's here in the chat, that's I think he's thinking the same thing. But those are all discussions that we're going to need to have after KvK. Right now, our focus is going to be on KvK. It's going to be on having fun. It's going to be on showing Redline how we can fight as an underdog. It's going to be on, I have 30 million farms and they said no. Well, next KvK Redline, maybe. We'll see. You know, and the game is always changing, so if you don't take a step back after every KvK and really evaluate your kingdom, where you're at, where your players are at, what your goals are, right, then you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. And that's something that we try to do after every KvK. Bring in the right people with the right mindset that are going to complement the kingdom and the players who are already here, and evaluate where we're at and what our long-term goals are. All right, let's get our bundles purchased at least. Car, okay, you know what? I purchased this bundle at reset every day. You need to be going, and Car went to bed, so I'm yelling at nobody. 2 Lapu Lapus. Come on. I know you're a developer, Car. You need to put a 1 in front of that 2 and make it 12 instead of 2 tomorrow, okay? Okay? We got a deal there, buddy? Good night, Swizz. You got 1? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll have streams where I'll get 2 or I'll get 1. And then that freaking Car guy will send me a screenshot. Oh, I got 16 today. Don't bite me. Just freaking bite me. Oh, of course. Yep. Of course, we get a head there, right? So let's get this. Let's get this. I love the fact that I can save these tickets now. I've got 687 tickets saved for the Archer wheel when it comes out. I don't know that has happened yet, John Wicked. There was something about it in one of the developer feedback notes, but I don't know that has actually happened. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yeah, 600 spins. I got 600 spins ready for Archers, baby. And we'll get more. We'll get more in the next MG. When Buy Q came out, what do we do? What do we do, chat? It was like 1,030 something. I think we got 380 BQ BQ heads from spinning the wheel that first day, and we expertised them right away. We were not meant to strive. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for Archers. Redline. Got 1,616 goldies here. We've got the 687 spins. We've got enough gold stars, enough XP books to max them day one. Yeah, I complained to Lilith for a long time saying, you know, I've got all these wheel commanders expertise. Can I please get a universal wheel? You guys are losing money. People who have all these commanders' expertise should, you know, be able to spend on a universal wheel. We had universal wheels way back in the day. But I like what they've done here, that I can save these tickets and use them all when I want. No, we can look John Wicked. So this is my ZL. Everything is level 5 except the KvK weapon, which is at level 2. Yes, I have the dagger. Yes, I love the dagger. Nobody will convince me otherwise. In a rally situation, I love that dagger on my archer rallies. These are my armaments, right? Unfortunately, all damage is not where I'd like it. But it's fully stacked archers. All 4 special inscriptions. We're good to go there. My second archer march, everything is level 5 except the accessories. We've got a level 2 uncrit ring. We've got a level 3 crit horn. We have got all archer stats on this as well, with 1 hunter, a boiling blood, and a focus fire. We've got the 3.5% health with vitality. A bit of march speed there, which is always good on archers. My third archer set is right here. We have got a fully crit set with level 4 boots, level 2 weapon, level 2 helmet. We do have purple accessories on here because we're not running 3 archer marches full time. Armaments on this set are still need a little bit of work. But again, we don't run 3 archer marches 100% of the time. We do run Philip and Shajar as a march. We have got a fully crit and iconic leadership set here with a crit drum and a horn. Our echelon formation armaments, we have 2 special inscriptions. And preserving and embattled as well. The siege march. I have a siege march, Gosu. You're gonna laugh at it. Right, we got the purple set, baby. We're rocking the purple set. Arthur Pendragon, we got a Robin Hood Archer Rally leader. So we're doing all right. The current formation I'm working on is Delta. This is where my Delta is at now. Wish list is at 6 out of 10. We have butterfly effect selected for the wish list when we get the pity inscription. We are at 119 out of 180 for my 8th shard. At that point in time, we will be going with steel skin for Delta. So we're working on it. We're working on it. Yep, we're working on Delta. The problem is the only armaments that I have that I could even move to butterfly effect are on my Archer March. So if I could move one of these special inscriptions here over to Delta and Butterfly, I would do it in a heartbeat. But we can't do that. So yeah, new skill damage formation. End of July. You say? Okay, maybe we just start saving armaments until then. I'm not good for saving though. I am not. Ooh, at least we got a yellow or orange one there. They said, did they 3 formations before 2026? Oh, I must have misunderstood the message they sent then. Yeah, and I have, of course, deleted those already. So we'll see. We'll see. Whatever happens, happens. Maybe I just need to start getting those stones now. Swap full wedge into Delta. It was rough. Yeah, on that third Archer march, I had a third Hunter, which I moved over to Delta. But I mean, see, I don't save even gold keys. I am not a fan of chaining, Victor. I am not a fan. I think I can do it for, I think my record is 42 minutes straight chaining with 3 marches, and then my eyes were bugging out of my head and I was pulling my hair out. All right, Solar coming in here. Question 10, going forward, how often will new armaments be added? Whenever I start focusing on a new formation, I worry that one will come out right after. Answer, from December 2025 and May 2026, we are planning on releasing 3 new formations focused on smite damage, skill damage, and combo attack damage. After that, we plan on adding new formations for these 3 damage types every 18 months. My interpretation to that would be that we will not see a new formation until December. If they had subsequent messaging that came out, if anyone has a copy of it, yeah, please send it to me, post it in the chat, whatever works. Unless John Wicked has direct contact with someone saying different, it wouldn't surprise me, right? So here's my analysis. As soon as the revenue streams start to decline, we'll get a new armament. You know, as soon as the finance team at Lilith says, okay, we didn't make $100 million this month, we'll get a new formation. As soon as that CEO is not able to afford a new Lamborghini for his oldest child, we'll get a new formation. No, I'm just playing here, guys. But I think they restricted the Crystal Tech to that heroic anthem just to test it out. See what kind of feedback they got. I've heard good feedback from many people. I've heard, you know, many people say, well, take it or leave it, doesn't matter. All right, red line. Whoop my ass. Here we go. Whoop my ass. Whoop it good. Like I said. Alloys, Lambo, Chronico Farm. When does pre-KvK start? Oh, pre-KvK start? You're fucking kidding me. Oh my god, I did not want to stay up late tonight. Okay then. Fuck. We'll use our AP on Marauders, then I'm going to sleep. I already set all this up. Why is it telling me to go here? I don't need to see the tutorial again. Please remove the red dot. Thank you very much. Do it tomorrow. Yeah, but I might as well use the AP tonight, Thunder, right? And let the AP cook overnight and then be able to do some again tomorrow. Generally, I do half of my AP pots on Marauders. So let's see, we got tomorrow's Thursday. Ah, shit. I was hoping we might be able to do that on the weekend too, but well, I did not expect to be doing Marauders tonight. I guess it's my own fault. I could have looked at matchmaking. Are you guys doing all the Marauders and then cashing them all in right at the end? I just want to finish top 12. Like as a kingdom. Right? Out of 12 kingdoms, I would like to finish top 12. That'd be nice. Who's this? Snow Goose? Yep, let's go, Snow Goose. We can do Marauders together, my friend. So let's see, 4, and we got 2 satchels. If you do, I mean, it seems like the drop rate for satchels decreases the further you get into this event. My religion states no girls play rock, so I always assume a guy. It's generally a safe assumption, right? I think if I look at my YouTube statistics, maybe 0.03% of my viewers are female, or at least have identified as female in the Google form. I'm with you, Goose. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Let's go, buddy. I don't know if you're watching. Hope you're paying attention, Snow Goose. I'm with you. Oh, there was a lot of catfishing back in the day. Guys pretending to be girls so that they could get free resources, right? I mean, just look at Carr. Carr has still got a picture of a hot blonde as his profile pic. I don't know what's up with that, but I'll be a female if you send me flux. Not today, Thunder. You're a married man. No matter how sexy you look in a dress, you're a married man. What's up, Skinsy? You guys don't know Skinsy, right? He is a content creator, live streamer himself. I'll drop a link to Skinsy's channel in the chat here. Take a second and go and subscribe to him. Aussie. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm with you, Snow Goose. I believe you. That's crazy, Gumbo. We don't put too much value on pre-KvK ourselves. Go, hit it, Goose, hit it. Oh, God, oh, yeah, get in there. Okay, where are we going next? Go down here. Follow me. There we go. Absolutely, Skinsy. I wish I was awake for your content more often. It's usually really early in the morning for me when you're streaming. And I'm focused on work primarily. But I try to, if I see a stream, I try to catch you. What's up, Mr. Insane Joker? Charge. Why can I not drag and drop? Okay, where's the next one? Oh my goodness, that's the worst thing about these and when they spawn in. Where's the next one, damn it? Oh, seriously, I don't want to march 20 freaking minutes. Snow Goose, if you see one, I'll follow you. There we go. Good man. Enjoying your day off? Nice. I have not had a day off since Sunday, May 4th. One of my peers was on vacation. The second week of May. Another one of my peers was on vacation the third full week of May. Another one is on vacation last week and this week. So I said, screw that. And I have to cover for them when they're on vacation. It's like, okay. The 19th of June is Juneteenth, so that's a company holiday. So I'm taking the Friday the 20th off. So that'll be a 4-day weekend. And then July 4th is a holiday, so I'm taking that day off as well. We get that day off. But I'm taking the 4 days before it off, so that'll be a 10 days off. And granted, on the weekends, I'm just logging on, I'm downloading a couple of files, I'm sending a couple of reports. It takes less than an hour. But it's still sitting in front of that work computer, doing actual work and not just ignoring it. Okay, Goose, you got the sharp eyes. Where are they? Oh, there's one all the way across the river here. I don't know if we can get to that though. That'll take forever. Come on, marauders. Okay, here we go. There's several. Let's go, baby. Come on, come to daddy. Okay, don't come to daddy. Gold. Siege. Thank you. Appreciate it. Better odds in Vegas, I swear. This will be our first time playing Stratagems. Our matchup is the following. It is Fire, Earth, and Water against Wind, Greenwood, and Daybreak. Daybreak has two very good kingdoms, 1316 and 1188. We have two very good kingdoms ourselves in 1568 in Fire and 1473 in Water. The Earth camp that we are in has the lowest amount of power and the lowest amount of kill points the entire KvK. So we're just going to go in, we're going to have fun, we're going to support our allies as best as we can, and enjoy. Well, 1188 for sure is. I have not honestly heard of 1473 before. But yeah, we will see. You attacked first, Snow Goose. I'm sorry your Diochin did not get there. You attacked first. I don't know why you got archers and infantry here, barbing. Just do all cavalry, buddy. No matter what troop type you have in there, they're marauders. We're gonna smash them. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Crawled into your poison, don't get every single time. You got into my mind, you got
Every time we do this, right, I will switch to go down here and he'll switch at the same time to go up top. That's how it is. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting KvK. We're I'm just gonna be honest. We are not going to go in and face 1188 in that zone. They can have fun in that zone all by themselves. Our first fights are going to be teaming up with Fire and going against Daybreak and Greenwood. I'm not going to pretend we would have a chance against 1188 Earth Camp. You know, from what I understand, they've got a crazy long downtime, but in the same respect, when their uptime is up, they are going crazy. PMU in-game, Lilith won't respond till 6 UTC to me. What is it a safe to read message here? Let me blur the game here and just I don't want to. Okay, sorry, Snow Goose. Sorry, Snow Goose. Let's read that again. It was supposed to be July. Players cried. You pushed it back to December. Please give us some time to confirm. If you make me wait 7 hours and you do not give me a full detailed answer, I'm going to fucking flip out. Full notice, I will lose my shit. That has to be photoshopped, right, John? Oh, I love it. I love it. Ready? Appo's still here? What the funny? What the funny? Don't tell me I have to move this button to the top of my stream deck. Oh, I'm still blurred. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. You guys are all going, what the hell? Why is it all blurry? She confirmed receipt of flowers, yes. Let's pop 1,000 more just because we're having fun here with Snow Goose. I have not been sent a picture of the flowers though, but she did say she received flowers. So. I haven't seen Forza on the stream today. Feel like we need to pop Forza and he will magically appear. We saw Snow Goose. We saw Mad Mania. We saw Stitch. We have not seen Electric. Who, by the way, does all my graphics. If you're interested in graphics, please reach out to Electro King on my Discord. We have not seen Ape today. saw Appo. We popped the Appo twice already. I have not seen Cat in a while. MF doesn't like my music, but it doesn't matter. All hail MF. I have got Tokugawa. He is not expertise. I have no immediate plans to expertise him. My opinion is that he is best in a pass. Full infantry, which is very, very hard to do in KvKs where you have multiple kingdoms in your camp. The way we generally play the game is we swarm down rallies, coming at our flags anyway. So we just need that Gorgo, that Hera to shovel troops in left and right. Any kind of troop type while we swarm down the rallies. I've got him. He's level 60, but he is 11111. They were giving me a spot in this MGE for him too for 10 more heads, but I told him, let somebody else get unlocked. That monkey was awesome. That's ape weight. So in 1029, we don't have dead weight. We don't call people dead weight. We call them ape weight. Last KvK, we would give ape shit for, recalling his marches when they were yellow or chasing easy kill points on the other side of the map. So we call it ape weight. At one point, I had a t-shirt with that in the merch shop. I don't remember if I still do. I put it in there just so Abe could order one. Yeah, it's still in there. $15. No, maybe that's my cost. I forget what the price is for you guys. We've got an ape weight in the shop in ash, charcoal, and turf green. Now, it doesn't have a button on the shirt that you can press and get the monkey sounds, but I believe I'm selling it close to at cost. I know if people request a shirt from me, I don't care if I make money on it or not. Like the Mad Mania Sucks t-shirts. I think I make 5 cents on each one of those. I still got Forza. If you're listening, Forza, and I'll send you a message later. I still need your t-shirt size. I promised to give shirts to I promised to give away 2 t-shirts in this last KvK to the top 2 individuals if they beat me in DKP. Master King already got his shirt, and I still owe Forza a t-shirt. Didn't miss much. Get on those Marauders, Classy. Come on, we want top 12. We want top 12 in pre-KvK. Get your ass on those Marauders, boy. Snow Goose and I here are humping. Okay, I said that. Wrong word. Snow Goose and I are, I was going to say grinding, but that still sounds gross. Snow Goose and I are out here killing Marauders. Well, it's up to Forza. If he wants to get Dr. Sam's t-shirt size, he's going to visit Dr. Sam sometime in July, I believe. So I will send him a t-shirt then for Dr. Sam, and he can skip his. Could I get 8 territorial teleports, please? You're asking way too much. You're asking way too much. Where'd they go? I swear I put them in there. Didn't I? Did you buy them already? Okay, I'm sorry, Snow Goose. I'll follow you. Where are we going? Down here somewhere. You're running all over the zone. Okay, all right. I was freaking out for a second there because I put them in and they disappeared. Fast fingers there. The ladies must be happy. No worries, no problem, Classy. Snow Goose, your archers are slow. Eight people now in the kingdom with more power than me. I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all can kill your troops first. Thank you. Have a nice day. Please come again. Hey, Disastrous. I'm doing well. Yourself? Very tired, and I forgot Marauders were popping up tonight. I would have taken a longer nap this afternoon if I had remembered that, but I have nobody to blame for that but myself. After this AP's gone, Snow Goose, I'm gone too, so. Alright, 3 hours speed up, 500 gems, 8 hours speed up. Alright, okay, we're cooking. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't have a headache anymore. We can unpin that message. My headache has gone away, and I have accepted the fact that we will be facing both 1316 and 1188 in KvK. They insisted on teaming up, so it is what it is. We've got good allies ourselves. We are the weakest camp out there. But hey, we're going to go in, we're going to have fun. Right, our allies are fire and water. 1568, 13, call it 14 billion power, 1.2 billion kill points. 1473, 13 billion power, 1.2 billion kill points. So definitely some strong kingdoms there. But we'll see if we can match the spenders and the whales in 13, 16, and 1188. Have fun trying. Yeah, it's an interesting KvK. I'm not gonna lie, in Earth Camp, we're not gonna attack 1188 in that first zone. We're gonna just say, nope, you can have it. You know, you've got what was it? Thank you for the subscription, Disastrous. You've got 21 billion power to our 15 billion power. You've got 1.7 trillion kill points to our 920 billion kill points. You've got 500, 700 players registered between your two kingdoms. We've got barely 500. So yeah, you have fun. Our first fights will be when the zone opens up, where we can team up with Fire Camp against Daybreak and Greenwood. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest here. Our allies their numbers look good, right? Their numbers look good. I know people in those camps. I know good people in those camps that we have teamed up with. There's always a chance, right? I think we are definitely the underdogs going against 1316 and 1188. But we don't necessarily mind that. You know, that kind of motivates us as well. I feel like in portions of the Diplo chat, Earth Camp, including 1029, was kind of treated like, oh, you're the gnat on our ball sack. You're the smallest camp in this kingdom. What you say doesn't matter. So if we are indeed the gnat on your ball sack, what we say doesn't matter, and we're gonna keep biting your fucking ball sack until you bleed. Yeah, that's all we care about, Gumbo, is fun. And for the 10 or 12 hours or so that everyone thought Fire Camp might sit out of the KvK, we were seriously debating, okay, what is this? Or are we going to sit out then too? It makes no sense for us to go in against 1188 alone. Oh, Joker. Trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. Give me a second. I don't have my keys memorized for
Oh, shots fired! Oh! Oh, shots fired! Oh!
Joker's comment here. Do we have to bite the ball sack though? But again, it is the month of June. Just reading his comments. Those are not mine. YouTube, don't ban me. Don't ban me. But yeah, we've got T3s to upgrade once pre-KvK stage 2 hits. How many do I have again? Good lord, I'm tired, guys. Yeah, 84, 62, 84, 36. T1s, we're leaving our T1s here. and people often ask, why do you have so many T1 cavalry? If I have a full 50% march of T1 cavalry and Ark of Osiris, and I use my speed set to cap our obelisk, I would say 70% of the time I can rush across the map, because most people capping obelisks are using a T1 march with 1, 5, 10 troops in it. They're not using a full T1 march. So if I can rush across the map, our last Ark game, for example, I took the obelisk right away from them because they had a very small T1 march in it, and their T5s had not gotten there yet. So my 340k T1s snagged that obelisk, and it doesn't stay in there long, but it resets the timer and delays their teleports. Where do I go here? Is this it? Yeah. They're gonna have some bloody ball sacks because we gotta fight them too. Outstanding. Outstanding. Yeah, good, excellent team here, right? This is, they were missing 2 players. We were missing 1 player. But this is Callow and Baby Doll, and I think Matt Phantom is in this kingdom. So that was a hell of a match. But that's why I have so many T1 cavalries. John Wicked coming with another 5 spot. Thank you, John. All right, we're gonna call it a day here, guys. I am falling asleep and just rambling about absolutely nothing. I see Mr. Cortex out there streaming. He's about the only one I see, though. We're going to give him a raid here. 1960 versus 1093 Diplo is done. Pre-KvK begins. So he may very well be doing Marauders himself. We're going to send you over there to keep him entertained. And when you get there, I'm going to type this in chat, but when you get there, type this in his chat. What is this? Lambo tells me about you and Goose. Alright, so just copy that. And once you get there, everyone paste that in his chat. You will see him so embarrassed it's not even funny. In any case, we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Thanks for all the donations. Thanks for all the love. And we'll see you next time. Have a great night.